아까 하던 걸 좀 마저 하러 가죠. 크레시다 펠촌에서 엘더 엔틸로프 플레이지. 헤헤. 세상에 항상 제가 여러분들보다 항상 뒤처져가지고 그랬었는데 이번에는 성장했죠? 아니 아브로시야.
Fly, Ambrosia.
헤.
All right. Well, it's certainly quiet. If I were a giant antelope, it would seem like just the place.
엘더 엔틸로프? 아 얘네? 얘네가 위험해요?
Hungry, Torgal? Sick 'em. Farewell.
오 세상에. 그냥 뿔 뜯어먹는 사슴들 아닌가? 헉, 진짜 많이 피곤하셨나봐요.
Now,
그럼 제가 잠시 와려가고 올까요? 지금
will it be
진도가.
enough, I wonder?
오! 아, 우리 토르가 밥 주려고 왔구나.
I say that answers my question, which means we owe the lawsmen our thanks.
이제 고급 뼈다귀만 먹든.
You're just a big puppy, aren't you? A very big puppy. You do know you can take that with you, Torgal. Lady Karen will be relieved to hear you've got your appetite back. Come on, boy.
응? 아니 저 어디 가는 거야?
I noticed you and Torgal had gone off somewhere.
알아냈죠. 실은 이렇게 되었죠. 입이 고급져져서 웬만한 뼈다귀로 만족할 수 없는.
So,
그랬군.
that'll teach me for treating you like you're still a pup. All right, no need to shout. Now we know what you're after. I can see about getting some in.
Speaking of which, I brought one for later. Can I leave it with you?
You can, eh? I'm nice like that. In return, you can thank Tomes for me. The bloody know-it-all.
I was just on my way to see him.
응.
Ah, Clark, were you able to
랭킹
locate
랭킹
your
엔더
body?
엘리를
We were indeed,
발견했다.
Lawsman.
Very good.
다행이구만.
Karen sends a
날
thanks.
찾았다면서.
But
얼음
that
늑대?
reminds me. After your do you recall our conversation concerning Lady Jill's role in
그랬죠.
Torgal's?
About how she somehow woke the power within him.
Precisely that. A reasonable conclusion, I thought. But one which raised certain questions in my mind. You see, the Fenrir of legend served Shiva and Shiva alone. And while the powers attributed to him are certainly impressive, the records imply they are somewhat different in nature to those you described Torgal as having used.
What are you suggesting?
That Torgal may be the beneficiary of more than one icon's power. Consider that in addition to Lady Jill, he has served as a loyal companion to you, your brother, and even the late Cid. In short, the icons hitherto near at hand, or should I say at paw, have been diverse and plenty, and that number has only grown as the realm's dominance have fallen to your sword. One can but speculate as to how all of this has affected Torgal.
He has seemed more fierce of late.
And if I am not mistaken, he will grow fiercer still. We are fortunate indeed to be able to count him amongst our allies and not our adversaries.
Oh, he's more than an ally. He's a friend.
음. 3,300 잘 모이고 있어요. 이제 마스터 하는데 5,500원. 5,500원을 모아와야 한다. 저 지금 뭐 한 거죠? 이상하네. 나 지금 마스터 했잖아. 뭐 눌렀어 지금? 아 그냥 업그레이드 했구나. 아닌가? 아 나 이거 끼우고 있지. 맞죠 여러분? 제대로 왔죠? 응? 7월은 어머 세상에 우리 그럼 레이어스 오브 피어 그거 하면 그거예요 여러분. 안 그래도 이번 뭐지? 그 8월이었나? 그때 앨런웨이크 2 나온다고 해서 앨런웨이크 한번 일찍 하고 있었는데 잘 됐다. 거미블루님 정보 감사해요. 레이어스 오브 피어가 끝나면은 그거 보여드릴게요. 요즘에 싸니 모처럼 물론 저는 공포라는 감정을 못 느끼지만요. 여러분들 무서워하시는 거 보는 것도 재밌긴 하지. 아 제가 플렉스 제가 고태? 이게 짧을 것 같으니까 빨리 하죠. 공포라니요.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
그래요? 썬더스톰이? 여기 신발. 아 이게 되게 세. 이게 풀 히트를 시켜야 되나요 그러면요? 돈.
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? You earned this. All done?
하이 클레릭 오. 저 지금 그 뭐죠? 오 이게 지금 이게 들어왔네. 근데 하이 포션은 잘 안 먹는데 지금.
Clive,
잘했어 클라이브.
that's why I'm here.
편지. 조용히 해. 오토시가 들으면 큰일 나. 곤란한 일이라는 건
A little.
장부를 정리하다가 은신처에 빚을 다 갚지 못했다는 걸 깨달았어. 어째 계산이 안 맞다 했더니 내가 금액을 잘못 기록한 모양이야. 진작 다 갚은 줄 알았는데 오토씨가 이 사실 알면 무슨 소리라 했지. 그래서 클라이브가 좀 도왔죠. 오토씨, 장부의 계산이 안 맞는 거 내가 모를 줄 알았대. 조만간 은으로 올 줄 알고 지켜보고 있었더니만 문제가 생기면 나한테 먼저 보고하라고 했어요. 그래서 빚은 얼마? 아사씨와 노스리치 마당 그리고 카론 씨한테 각각 500만. 아, 재곤할 때? 죄송해요. 제가 빚을 다 갚다고 말씀드리는 바람에
Do we have that much to hand?
돈 얘기라면
I
빨리
can always ask my uncle.
숙부님.
We don't. And no, you won't. We've lightened Lord Rosfield's purse enough.
아니 조카 녀석이 그냥 숙부님이 그냥 돈 많다고.
Besides, we'll need to learn to stand
맞는
on our
말씀입니다.
own if we're going to make this work.
All right. But that doesn't mean you have to shoulder the burden yourself. Is there anything I can do to help?
There might be. How'd you fancy taking these to Martha and the dame?
Rocks.
Rocks, he says. Worth 1,000 talents apiece, these are.
A little
뭘까?
something Sid and I set aside for when times got lean. And I reckon 15 million in overdue debt probably qualifies. I just hope our associates' eyes are a bit more discerning than yours.
I'm sure there will be.
Should be me making the rounds, really. But you know how it is with this place. Orders to bark, arses to wipe, and all that.
I know. Which is why I don't mind going in your place.
Go. Do you know why I only gave Master Clive here 2 star rubies?
Because you'd rather Lady Karen killed me.
Because I'd rather Lady Karen killed you. Yes.
Well, I suppose this is goodbye then.
Don't worry. I'm sure Karen will understand.
Really? Do you think so?
No, I don't.
빨리 갔다 옵시다. 스타루비. 응? 이거 또 어디야? 저기 빨리 들어가는 법 없어요? 그러게요.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
여기가 아닌가 봐. 뭐지? 아, 미드 던전이야? 전 또 저기 식물원 쪽에 퀘스트인 줄 알았어요. 왜 자기 집을 모르죠? 제 현실 속 집은 이런 집이 아니거든요. 저희 집이 좀 컸다면은 익숙할지도. 그 집은 아닌걸?
Well, here.
잠시 시간 괜찮으신가요? 말해봐. 미드 공방장님이 고안한 제약기 만드는 중이에요. 다양한 약을 더 빠르고 정확하게 정제할 수 있죠. 장치 자체는 거의 다 완성됐지만 마지막 재료는 확보가 어렵네요. 도와줘요.
I imagine Ty could get
Proper.
So what exactly?
이거요. 그러니까 봄의
She'll
잠불?
give you a sample sheet
예를
of
붙여
what
불순물 제거에 탁월하게
University
유명한지라
stores.
제약계 여과 재료도 사용됩니다.
Blackest so. And do you know what I
보면서
found
일단
out?
봄키
It's only the blooming bones of a bomb king.
제가
Even behind when
그
it
파판
dies,
세븐
see?
리메이크 할
I
때
take it that's where I come in.
봄킹 있잖아요. 이게 폭탄
If
고생했던
you
것 같은데
would've
되게
mind.
뭔가 그거 기억나는 것 같은데.
I saw a billet. Would have gone myself, but well,
All right.
thank you, kind.
봄킹 나왔어? 그렇다. 아. 그냥 보석 빨리 주고 오죠. 응? 무리예요.
Clive,
무슨
I
일이야?
wasn't expecting to, but
빚을
it
갚으러
seems
왔어.
we, and though I doubt it,
스타르비를 받아라. 자,
A star ruby
Mm.
is worth at least twice what you own.
think of the difference as interest.
이자도 포함이야.
Interest? Anyway,
옷도
why are
빚지고
you
못
the
사는
one here
성격
asking
여전하네.
a bit much sending the
요새도
Lord Mark?
바쁘게
Something
지내.
like that.
잘 지내고 있어.
Same as
왠지
always.
사람이
Back when the
부지런하니까.
place was nothing but a twinkle in the eye of a recently retired Lord Commander. Word is, he was the first one Sid reached out to.
물고만이에요.
Probably knew that without his strong arm and level head, the idea would never get
와,
off the
둘이 되게 오래
ground.
알았구나.
Sid may have been the face of the hideaway, but Otto's always been the backbone. And when Sid passed away, we were all worried that would be the end of it. That Otto would just give up.
His death was hard on everyone. But it must have hit Otto hardest of all.
But he didn't give up, did he? Quite the opposite, in fact. If I recall, he was the one who nominated you as Sid's replacement. And I reckon
널
what he
따르기를
saw in
결정한
Sid,
오토헤드는
and
정확했어.
don't we all?
선대 유지를 잇는 게
Doesn't
쉽진
hurt that you're
않겠지만
half as
너에게
stuck
우리가
that,
있어.
and-
힘내. 잘 부탁해. 자, 이제 이사벨.
There's talk at the glass game.
How the hell is anyone supposed to afford that?
Did you hear?
The gates to heaven.
I want to see you again.
What am I going to do without sweet water and oil of talc?
Milady,
당신한테 줄 게 있어. 어머, 클라이브. 대체 뭘까? 스타르비야. 자,
Oh my.
이걸 나한테.
Otto asked me to give
오토가
it to
빚
you
대신이라고.
to settle the hideaway's debt and to
몇 년째 이자까지 포함됐다고
compensate you.
받아줘. 그런
I
거였고.
thought you
난
might
또 네가 주는
finally
선물인가
be
했지.
Tell Otto he can keep
그나저나
his
그 돈 안 갚아도
baubles.
된다고
The
했는데.
man owes me nothing.
아, 목숨을
Nor does the
구해준
hide. My
적이
contribution to
그래서
the
그
restoration
보답이었어.
effort was
당연히
made
그랬을
freely
뿐이지.
and willingly. It was the least I could do.
You once told me Sid did you a kindness. I'd like to do the same.
그건 감사의 마음이다.
Please, and for Otto.
나와 오토
for all of
의식적
us.
사람들 모두가 주는. 그렇다면 고맙게
Otto
받아들일까?
is lucky to have you. I doubt anything could ever replace his son.
오토한테 아들이 있었군요.
But you and the others at the hideaway are the closest thing he has to family.
Otto had a son.
Long ago, yes. Sid told me Otto lost him when he was just a boy and blamed himself for not being able to stop it. I don't know how it happened, whether there was anything he could have done, but it was clear that it weighed heavily on him.
I didn't know.
How could you have? I doubt anyone did. Besides Sid, I've never met a man more keen to bear his sorrows in stoic silence. An ill habit, given that both have always been surrounded by friends desperate to help them.
I'm beginning to see that. Go will want to know the stones were delivered.
이리로 가자.
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
다녀왔다.
Good.
보석
Still alive,
전해지고
so
왔어.
Lady Karen
카른
accepted the
쪽에도
ruby.
전달했어.
Ah,
말은 꺼냈는데
she was just too
받아주질
stubborn
않아.
to take. She threw it right back in my face, in fact, and told
대뜸
me
화를 내지 뭐야.
I could stick my stupid stone.
Karen refused
카론이 화를 내?
payment.
I hope it wasn't
내가 혹시
something I
무슨
said.
실수를 딴 걸까?
I'm sure you were as tactful
내가
as
대신
ever.
전해주고 있지.
Wonderful.
간다. 대공방. 폼킹이 숲에 사람은 게시판에 있다 꾸뻐. 목격담을 잘 보고 있는 것을 찾아봐라 꾸뻐. 본다. 아 왕관 쓰고 있어 폼킹. 상브레금 황궁령 거대한 물동이. 에? 저런 데가 있었나? 황국 사냥터 외진 곳에 있는 숲속 유적에서 거대한 불덩이의 마물을 봤다는 보고가 있었다. 삐네요. 그쵸. 전 본킹 공격도 얄미워. 사냥터. 황국사냥터 여기네요. 노르방 요새 동물 여기서 찾아가면 돼.
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
할머니,
Lady Karen,
그때 얘기 들었어.
Go tells me
보석을
you
받지
weren't happy.
않았다고?
Do you prefer the devil?
무슨 이유라도?
Debt?
난 떼기 돈을 빌려준 게 아니야.
I may have
그저 너희를
tossed it
지원했을
out, but
뿐.
those were
빌려주지는
donations.
눈감겠다니 말도 안 되는
You can
소리를 하고 있어.
have a
Of course not.
이 은신처가 유지되는 건 당신
I'm not.
덕분이야.
Surely you wouldn't shun the
왜 감사
gratitude
표시는
of...
안 받았죠?
So
너도
you're a
보통 고집은
prince now,
아니거든.
fine.
그렇게까지 말이 할 수
I'm
없지.
selling it
받아주마.
and taking what I'm owed, then you're getting the rest whether you like it or
느낌
not.
아니에요. 받아라.
Where'd you even get this?
시세가 천만
A
개일
decent
적극겠지.
trader might not. A canny one.
대역주의 시드가 넘게
meanwhile,
스타루피라고
might claim it
떠들어대며
were
호기심
nicked
많은
from the
기존 돈의
belts of the
3천.
outlaw
아유
himself.
할머니
That's twice
상인이요.
as much. Might be I already have a buyer in mind. Might be you even know her. A fine continental maid whose beauty's only eclipsed by a guile in commerce. You wouldn't mind, would you?
Not at all.
오호.
Just be sure to tell her that it's always a pleasure doing business.
다녀왔어요.
I hear you ended up delivering all 3 stones. Thanks to this lump. I sometimes wonder what I pay you for.
Speaking of which,
Cheers.
I still haven't been paid last month's wages.
Oh, so you remember what's owed to you then? Get your ass behind that disc of yours and don't get up before those ledgers are square.
Right away.
I've seen that before.
이건
Yeah. Plenty of times. It was the only goblet Sid ever used. Either out of habit, or because the filthy sod couldn't be bothered to find a clean one.
I knew so little about him.
Like most people.
Martha and the Dame both seem to have fond memories of him.
I bet they do.
How long did you know Sid before he...
Before he died. 20 summers, give or take. Back in the day, I was a purser on a trade ship, which is where I met him. He bought passage to... I forget where. But having nothing better to do on the long nights, we set up drinking island rum till the morning bell dragged me back to my duties. Quit my post not long after that. On account of making a fine maiden's belly fat. But me and Sid stayed close, promising we'd one day sail the seas again. That was before fate stepped in and said she was having none of it. The magic woke inside my son soon after his first name day, and there was no hiding his knack.
Couldn't you and your family have?
My family were the ones who summoned the constable, wanted the monster taken away. I couldn't turn my back on him, forget what I felt, and I couldn't for the life of me understand how they could. Luckily, Sid was of the same mind as me. It was him who stood beside me when all I wanted was to tear the whole world down. Him who cried for me when I had no tears left of my own. Him who swore he'd do everything he could to stop it from happening again. And he was true to his word, too. Left the Royal Army once and for all. His ranks, his ribbons, gone. Just like that. Threw away everything he had. All to right a wrong that no one else had the courage to face. I knew then I'd follow that man to the ends of the earth. He was always too clever for his own good, was Sid. Saw the world for what it really was, while the rest of us were content to go along with the lie we were shown. And it can't have been easy, bearing that burden alone. But he didn't let it stop him. He never lost faith in what he believed was right. And that gave us faith in him. Faith he'd steer us true. So I swore to myself that I'd always be right behind him, ready to catch the stubborn sod if ever he should fall. But I couldn't even do that. Ignore me. Just the ramblings of a tired old man. Leave that lot. I'll tidy it up in a bit.
This is Sid's handwriting. Dear Otto.
I may be drunk, but I wanted you to know this place would be fucked without you. Love you, you grumpy old sod.
This note.
What about it?
Sid was right. Without you, we'd all be lost.
He should have bloody well said so then. Just once. Before he went. But then, why would he? Him, or anyone? I'd only have told him to piss off. You're wrong, though. Both of you. It was never just me keeping the hideaway afloat. It was all of us. I just shoved people in the right direction, and I barely seem to be able to do that anymore.
would you rather go at the helm?
Well, maybe I've got a few more years left in me.
I'm going to hold you to that, Otto.
Before you go, Sid would have wanted you to have this.
But that's...
This'll do me just fine. Thanks for the ray of sunshine. I'll see if I can't pay you back.
Already have.
시대의 고블린.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Really? Is that the thing Tomes helped to build?
I don't know where Sid gets the energy.
이 또 무슨 고민이 있으신 겁니까, 블랙슨 아저씨?
Blackthorn, do you have a moment?
왜 되게 괴롭게 내리치고 있어요, 여러분?
This won't take long. I just wanted to ask how you're getting on.
또
August
무슨
was worried
일일까요,
about you,
아저씨?
and you might still be doubting your craft, even after learning the trick of that cuirass. Is there something else weighing on your mind? Perhaps sharing your thoughts might help.
That bastard's like a dog with a bone.
그러니까 섬세한
Still,
아저씨예요.
you got a keen eye, I'll give him that.
어쩔 수 없지.
He's just, well, Karen showed me something.
가죽 말고 또 있대요, 여러분.
Something I've never seen
또
before.
무엇이 아저씨의
That
마음을
was
A sword. An odd-looking thing
웬날
with a
새거?
single-edged blade. The metal itself wasn't anything to write home about, but fuck me. The edge on it. You could slice a man clean in two with a weapon like that, and he'd be halfway home before he even realised he'd been cut.
so. That's what's troubling you.
No. Not troubling me exactly. More
신경 쓰여서
distracting.
견딜 수가 없어.
Can't stop thinking, how do you get an edge that sharp? It's driving me mad.
And if you knew how to do it, we could arm the curse breakers with even better blades.
That's about the size of it, yeah.
I'll see what I can find out. Sharper swords are always welcome, and we can't have our master blacksmith being distracted.
You're a soft touch, you know that. But I can't say I'm not
웬날
grateful for
새거.
it. Good luck, eh?
Thank you. Let's see what Karen knows about this sword. You're looking well,
할
Karen.
얘기가 있어. 무슨 일?
I want to know about the
얼마
sword
전에
you showed
들여온 무기.
Blackthorn.
Running around
또
that
그 얘기냐?
I suppose I am, yes.
맨날 새검이라고 하던데. 아, 그것 말이로구나.
There's not many like that make it as far as the twins, and those that do go straight into private collections, which made it nice and easy finding a buyer.
팔아버리셔.
Can you tell me who bought it? Where is it now?
You think I tell people who my clients are? Suppose you're not likely to go nicking him off me, are you now? Fine. If you stop mooning at me like that. Lord Ignac's the man you want. Dalmatian
Ignatz?
bloke. Collects weapons and the like. And he's got more money than sense, which is why he's one of my favourite clients. Reckon he'll still be at the inn in Dalamil, where I left him.
Thank you, Karen.
Oh, and he's a touch eccentric, if you take my meaning.
I appreciate the warning.
And what can I do for you? It'd better all be here. Come again.
네. 이 범도 잡으러 가야 되는데.
People take notice of wealthy men. Shouldn't be too hard to track down Karen's collector.
Gone. The whole mother crystal gone. What are we gonna do?
안녕하세요. 이그나츠라는 사람 알고 계신가요?
My reputation will be ruined. Ruined.
초조해하는 남자.
Calm yourself, Lord Ignac, I beg of you, before you do yourself a mischief.
여기 있었군.
Pardon the intrusion, but
Out! Get out!
저는 누군가.
I paid for these rooms so I wouldn't be disturbed. Leave me be!
Please, allow me to apologize. His lordship is going through a difficult time, and he's never been fond of guests arriving unannounced.
Radim! Get rid of the filthy oaf this instant!
Very good, Lord Ignac. Would you mind stepping outside for a moment?
I'm sorry if I've caused you any trouble.
That? Oh, no. That's just how his lordship is. Though the morning's events have left him somewhat fractious. He has been dispossessed of his luggage, you see. The thieves also made away with a considerable amount of coin. Coin the innkeeper will soon be keen to collect.
우린
I suppose a certain blade was among
훔쳐갔네요.
the stolen items.
고민하냐?
A single-edged sword. It was purchased from a merchant friend of mine.
Ah, you know Lady Karen. Yes, I'm afraid it was.
Then I'll retrieve Lord Ignac's luggage.
짐을 찾아오겠어.
But I have one condition.
You have but to state it. You are welcome to anything that is within my power to grant.
I want an audience with Lord Ignac. A few minutes should be enough. Then I'll be on my way.
A condition I would be a fool to refuse. Of course, you shall have your audience.
I don't suppose you saw where the thieves went.
I did not, no. Though
적당히
some
잠자리.
discreet inquiries made on his lordship's behalf mean that I know where you might find them. The bandit's bed. Every ill-gotten coin in Dalamal is said to pass through that disreputable corner of the Valcroy.
And that's where I'm heading.
I shall speak to Lord Ignac in your absence, and arrange for an audience upon your triumphant return.
That will be very kind of you.
Farewell, and best of luck.
사막. 가자. 저기네요.
Faster!
뭔가 리스키 몹들이 있던 위치에 종종 그 서브키가 있네요. 왔다. 여기 토적들은 다들 되게 뭐 밝은 곳을 가네요.
Come on, lads, let's tear the bastard's head off!
야, 너 이리 와. 잠깐. 아, 얘 언제 쓰러졌어?
Let's try. This must be Ignac's luggage. Nothing seems to be damaged.
여단자.
All right. Let's get it back to Dalamil.
근데 얘네들 그 반경 노리고 있을 때 왠지 그쪽으로 안 가 있어. 가로다로 안 가 있어.
What should I call you, my
소환수
good man?
순서 이거 왔다 갔다 하는 거 저한테 어렵네요.
Glad to make your acquaintance.
A formidable name indeed. Well, Wyvern, I appear to be in your debt. Redeem here tells me you wished for an audience. Is that all?
칼을
A
내놓으시.
few moments of your time should suffice,
아니야,
yes.
칼죠.
You're a peculiar fellow, Wyvern. All right, speak.
Master Wyvern was wondering if you could tell him about a certain single-edged sword you recently acquired.
Oh, a true work of art, that one. Karen drove me hard on the price, but I would have sold her Radim here to get my hands on that sword. It was made in the Outer Isles, far beyond the Twins, and is used exclusively by the practitioners of a unique school of swordsmanship. They believe no combat should ever exceed a single strike, and hone their blades to such perfection that none ever does. Each sword is made for that one perfect stroke, and for that stroke only. They crack upon a second blow. There's a brutal sort of beauty to it, really.
But how do they hone such an edge?
Fine question. Why, they use a whetstone, of course. Whetstones, rather. A whole array of them, ranging from the coarse to the fine. 10,000 licks with the sharpening stone, then 10,000 more. But it is the final stone which lends the blade its legendary sharpness. A mineral quite foreign to this great realm of ours. And that is the key. The secret ingredient. Wyvern, it occurs to me that my little lecture is hardly equal to services rendered.
혹시 그 스토리 있으신가요?
Take this, together with
진짜
my
있네?
regards. The very stone of which I spoke, far rarer among collectors than even the blade itself, and a far more fitting payment.
Thank you.
Pardon the intrusion, my lordship. However, it is long past time we prepared ourselves to depart.
So it is. I am locked in bitter competition with a rival collector of curiosities. I am one step ahead of the unscrupulous scoundrel, but he is hard at my heels.
Are there many other collectors out there?
Too many to count, but only one do I consider my
아니
nemesis.
3초.
Lord Byron Rosfield, and is a perennial thorn in my
경쟁자 했어요.
side.
I can imagine.
Farewell, Wyvern. May our paths cross again. Radim, we mustn't dawdle.
바이런한테 질 수 없다.
I think his lordship is rather taken with you, Master Wyvern.
3중 경쟁자의 세라핀.
Thank you again for your assistance. Coming, my lordship. I'll be right there.
Trust Uncle Byron to find such an interesting rival. Now, let's see what Blackthorn makes of this whetstone, shall we?
하긴 바가지에 씌웠는데 괴팍하지 않겠어요 상대가? 이게 그 삼촌이랑 경쟁 중이니까 저 무기를 사긴 사야겠는데 할머니가 바가지에 씌웠다니 괴팍해질 수밖에 없지. 오 그래요? 저도 빨리 가야겠어요. 다녀왔어요.
Sorry for the wait, but hopefully you'll agree it was worth
알았어.
it.
You learned something
그래.
about her?
I did better than
먼저
that.
받았으면 하는 게 있어. 주기. 이건 숫돌.
Yes. But not one you'll find anywhere in Valisthea.
이렇게 저렇게 해서 이렇게 된 거예요.
No wonder I couldn't get the same finish on the grinding wheel. One hit and all done, eh? Might not be so bad if all you ever fought were duels. But good luck on the battlefield. Your second opponent would be your last, no matter how good you were.
Even so, is there some way it could be used to give the curse breakers an edge?
I think so, yeah. With this whetstone and the right kind of steel, I could probably even make a twin of the blade that rattled me. But there'd be no replacing this little rock once I worn it down to a sliver. I reckon we get a dozen swords from it, if that. Swords that the curse breakers wouldn't know how to wield properly, and that would see them through a single fire piece. Nah, no point trying to copy that thing. Be about as much use as a wax anvil.
갑자기 내구도 생각나네요.
Finishing our blades with a whetstone is
밀전이라뇨.
fine. Now that's something to consider. And what's finer than fallen masonry, eh? Or more hard-wearing, for that matter. Just imagine it. Good Valisthian steel with an edge as sharp as any found in the Outer Isles. I won't make a copy now. I'll make something much better.
I'm sure the curse breakers will be delighted. Just don't push yourself too hard.
Don't you worry about me, sunshine.
그러니까 이거 뭔가
I'll be
좋은 거
working day and
주는
night since I was
서브게임
half
같은데
your age,
버전이었나?
and I'll still be here when you're long gone.
아,
Hey.
스폰은 안 돼요.
Thanks, Clive. I mean it. I owe you one. August too. It's good to know someone's looking out for me.
You'll be happy to hear you said that.
And I'll see that my debt to you's paid. First new blade I make's got your name on it. You come and find me when you've got the materials.
All right. I will.
에? 소재? 그러니까 뭔가 재료 갖다 주면 뭐 만들어주나 봐요. 엑스칼리버. 빨리 어떻게 만들 수 있지 아저씨?
Back, are you?
엑스칼리버를 만들어야겠어요.
Not saying for you, do you?
봄의 혼? 안 그래도 지금 우리 봄킴 작으러 가잖아요. 오, 그렇군.
Anything else?
가다 봄킴. 너를 잡고 엑스칼리버를 만들 거다. 봄킴. 자, 사냥터. 왜 이렇게 왔지? 여기 있겠다, 여기. 가자.
Fly, Ambrosia.
쭉 내려가서 그거 아니지? 아이 나 화내지 마.
We're not alone.
거의 다 왔다. 이쪽.
Time to fight.
아, 여긴 아니고. 그냥 저 끝에 가면 뭐가 있을까요? 아니 황구산에도 지나왔잖아. 잠깐만 좀만 더 가봐. 어디?
Straight home now.
여기가 아니었어. 황국산 약터.
Fetch.
얌. 사냥터를 한 바퀴 돌자. 미안. 뭔가 더 자세한 이름은 없었나? 클레리뷰?
Time to fight.
이거 잘못 알고 온 것 같은데. 잠깐 돌아가자. 이거 이름 정확하게 뭔가 뭐지? 요충지에 뭐가 더 있었던 것 같아. 에? 그럼 황국 사냥터였는데?
Is that the thing Tomes helped with?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
알았어. 황국령 거대한 물동이. 거대한 물동이? 숲속 유적. 황국 사냥터 외진 곳에 있는 숲속 유적에 거대한 불덩이의 마물을 봤다는 보고가 들어왔다. 거대한 물동이. 그럼 지금 못 잡아요? 동물 요쪽이 더 열리나? 그러니까 여긴가 본데? 그래 갈 수는 있어요? 그러니까 이제 보면 여기가 황국 사냥터래요 여러분. 아 여기 길 있어. 여기 길 있어 여러분. 이번에 완벽하게 갈 수 있어요.
Come on.
마크에 나 있지? 여기.
Time to fight.
여기로 오고.
I can walk from here.
유적? 이게 유적일까? 아니 거대한 물통. 희진이 어서오세요.
Run like the wind.
아이 잠깐만. 여기로.
Straight home now.
세이브해. 헤. 홈킹. 빠밤. 헤.
Look what we have here. Greetings, Your Majesty.
어. 근데 얘는 윌게이지가 없네요. 오! 아니 이걸 맞네. 아! 오! 깜짝이야. 오! 오, 세상에 이게 뭐야? 아, 뜨거워. 야. 브라. 지금. 아무것도 안 보여. 이는 엑스칼리버를 만들 수 있겠죠? 봄의 혼. LS.
Your reign is over.
해치 왔나?
Now to collect the ash. I should.
봄의
This looks like
참불.
the stuff. Let's see if there's any more. That should do it.
자 이제 집에 가자.
I need more than this.
그러니까요 지금 해치 온다고 깜짝 놀랐대. 얘 갖다 줘 엑스칼리버 만들어 있지?
Is that the thing Tomes helped to do?
Mid told me she was building a ship.
Think Mid might need some help.
All right there, Sid.
기다리고
Is that
있었어요.
hunt for the-
I have it here.
확인해 보겠나? 좀. 자,
That's the stuff.
구슬을 제가 할 수
You're a
있겠대요.
gent, boy, then.
감사해요. 오, 잠시 후 금방 만드네. 보십시오.
The Telemon Millennium.
텔라몬 제약기.
And it works just like the chief said it would.
Very impressive.
잘 됐네.
Says the man who cut down a burning boulder. Speaking of which, I still haven't returned the favor.
There's no need. The good it will do for the hideaway is reward enough.
Don't be silly.
하지만
Why don't you let me take a look at that bag of yours? The one you keep your potions in. Reckon I could work some magic on that.
What kind
Yeah,
of
가방에.
magic?
Well, we happen to have
가죽을
isolated a
부드럽게
substance in
만드는
our test. Thought we might use it to breathe new life into old boots and the like.
오.
Save the hideaway a few gil. Ah, I reckon if we slap a bit on your bag, it'll loosen it up enough for you to squeeze in a bottle or two more.
Well, it can't hurt to try, I suppose.
That's the spirit. Leave it with me. I'll only be a mo. Well, what do you reckon?
It certainly feels more flexible.
Right?
다행입니다.
Thank you,
고마워.
I think.
No. Thank you for supporting Mid and the rest of us in our endeavors. Without you, we'd never
그래.
been able to. And I'm telling you.
기대해 주세요. 진짜로? 세상에 엑스포트 누르면 점프한다고요? 저도 할 수 있나요? 어머 세상에 저 지금 포션 더 가지고 다닐 수 있대요. 오, 빨리 가서 사있지. 응? 감사합니다 메갈라 자매님 슈라. 오, 이거 포션 더 갖고 다닐 수 있대요. 아니에요, 그냥 농담하신 건데 거의 저도 그거 알고 한 건데. 아니 근데 당연한 얘기잖아요. 당연히 농담이지. 일단은 저는 엑스칼리버라고 하니까 멋진 모습을 기대하고 있어요. 뭔가 지금 들고 있는 무기도 멋있는데 더 멋있겠지?
I went up to give some greens to
Clive. What do you want? Should last you a good while. That it? Fine.
마음에 들어요라고. X처럼 생겼어. 아니잖아요. 멋있잖아. 이렇게 보면 X하네. 우리 약도 사요 빨리. 오 이거 칼 멋있다.
That got ya.
뭐 또 딴 거 만들 수 있는 거 없나?
Anything else?
Is it business or pleasure? Coin purse weighing you down? You're rubbing me blind, you know. You'll not
물약
find a
단서가
better
더욱더
price than that.
강해졌네요. 이거는 그냥 두고.
Come again. Oh, don't. I'm not much bothered either way.
세상이 너무나 지금 뿌듯한 서브케였어요. 엑스칼리버의 포션 수도 올라갔어.